Hello, my name is Blair Riley. This is my assignment LP4 in class MT6255DC, Introduction to Leadership and Quality. Today we're going to be talking about controlling an organization. This assignment is to analyze those efforts to control the activities of an organization and how it works. So let's start with our introduction. And what I'm going to cover today is, first of all, what is controlling, or the use of controls. It's going to be very important to us to understand what we're trying to control and how. How do organizations use controlling? What are the different methods? One of the things that's linked to this in this course is how is controlling used in a total quality management environment. And finally, we're going to look at how is controlling is used with financial and budgetary controls. So these are the topics we'll be going over. So first we have to ask ourselves, what is controlling, or what are controls? There's a number of definitions on the internet and in text. One definition I found and will use is that controlling can be defined as a process where activities are monitored. Determination is made as to whether the company is moving forward with its goals, and then adjusting as needed to make those goals. So what does that say? So we have to look at what we want to do, how we are doing it, and then did we do it the way we had agreed upon in the beginning. So when you break that down, there's going to be three very clear steps, at least the way I look at them and the definitions I found. So controlling as a management function is crucial to ensure the company is following and meeting its desired goals. Now, we will be talking about those goals or the breakdown of those goals in a minute. But a company has to manage what it wants to do, how it's doing it, and at the end, looking at how it did it. Did it do it according to the way they'd set out? Were changes made that helped or hurt? So the use of controlling by organizations. So the controls are here for a reason. And what are those reasons? Well, businesses that just open and take off running with no goals or plans normally fail. You can see it many times over by researching failure in companies, how companies went off track, spending went off track, etc. So businesses need to grow, succeed, and of course the desired outcome is to survive for a long time and become profitable. Siddiqui explains that in order to do these things, it needs to set forth objectives and plans, but the company cannot be assured those objectives and goals will be met. So they have to put in place these tools to look at what needs to be done, how it's being done, and then at the end, did it get done? So when we talk about controlling with total quality management, or TQM, TQM is not the modern quality control program that has evolved, but it certainly is one of the premier ones. It was used extensively by the U.S. Navy in the 1980s to revamp the entire naval program, and it was very, very successful. So the essence of control is the actions which modify or adjust a company's predetermined standards. So we have standards, and then what are we going to do to make them better? Look at them and make changes. Control, including quality control, involve many aspects of company productivity. Some of those things are improved customer service, a reduction of problems affecting production, or any problems that affect the outcomes. And it even can be paperwork errors that just cause delays. Those things need to be looked at through a quality control methodology and eyes and corrected. These controls with total quality management, they're not just one control, they're focused on actions before something starts, in the planning stages, during, so say on the production line, when a product is being developed for delivery, and anything after the process. A simple thing after the process can be as just you'll see many companies will send a feedback form, and they just want some feedback, and that is a part of this TQM using control. So how I look at total quality management with controls is we use 3 types of controls. Of course, everyone can break it down in different ways, but with the references I use and the people I researched, this is what I found, and I prefer it. So we have a feed-forward control, which I will explain in a few minutes. We have a concurrent control and a feedback control. So of the 3 types of control, the feed-forward control is first. So that control is used to identify and prevent deviations before they can occur. It's also known as preventative control, which means we're trying to prevent a problem. We're looking at things. My examples could be pre-employment drug testing, inspecting new raw materials, etc. Its function is to ensure quality of resources and inputs is high, enough to prevent problems with the organization. So we're looking for the best inputs, the best feed forwards. And even budgeting can be a big part of feed forward. How much are we going to spend? Did we stay within our spending budget? And if not, how do we correct that? The next is a concurrent control. Concurrent control monitors the ongoing activities to ensure consistency with our already established quality standards. Are we doing what we said we were going to do? And if not, what changes are we making to follow those? This is also known simply as the quality assurance part of the process. And it's implemented to ensure those work activities produce the output in alignment with the organizational goals. And going back to our beginning, we said we want to plan what we're going to do, we're going to do it, and we're going to monitor how we do it, and then we're going to get feedback on how we did it. And then at the end, we have feedback control. Feedback control focuses on the organization's outputs, or products and outputs. This is where we're going to measure the quality of the product and outputs, and we're going to provide corrective feedback to the organization so we can improve and implement those improvements. It can be analyzing sales data per employees, final quality inspections, and as I stated earlier, even surveying customers. Grocery stores do this quite often. They want to know how they did. Even restaurants do it. So even as a business as simple as a restaurant can implement these types of controls and feedback. So total quality management is an organization-wide concept. It has to be implemented organization-wide. You cannot have one part of the company doing it and the others don't. And it's going to utilize all internal functions such as marketing, finance, design, engineering, and production. And these are all going to focus on meeting customer needs and objectives. Thank you for your time for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.